Good evening, everyone. This is Chris Bauso with NOVUS Consulting, and today we are showcasing our finalized plans for the Space Perspective Hangar and Headquarters project, located within the Space Coast Regional Airport in Titusville, Florida. NOVUS Consulting consists solely of experienced, proactive, and knowledgeable staff. We were first established in August of 2020 and are based primarily out of Boca Raton, Florida. Our members include myself, Devin Curran, Eureka Desvaraines, Eliecer Quintero, and Saba Yasin. The overall scope of this project is to design the facilities required by the client, Space Perspective Incorporated. This includes a 120,000 square foot hangar / manufacturing center and a 7,000 square foot headquarters / exhibit space. These facilities were designed with just the right dimensions, specifications, and building code requirements such that the client may proceed in their latest venture with a set of strong, stable, and LEED certified buildings. Space Perspective wishes to send space-worthy passenger balloons into low orbit, roughly 100,000 feet above sea level. This is over double the height of standard commercial flights, an altitude so high that only a select few people in history have had the privilege to see it with their own eyes. And as you can see on this site plan, an apron with connection to the nearby runway was also requested and subsequently delivered while adhering to the proper spacing and setback laws. Here you can see a proposed layout of the headquarters interior, complete with a dedicated office area, ample room for exhibits to be placed and moved as the client sees fit, as well as some amenities for the balloon manufacturers. The second story is dedicated to visitors who may come in and view the manufacturing process in real time. Access to the hangar, observation walkway, auditorium seating, and room for even more exhibits can be found here, as well as a small conference room by the emergency stairwell. Next, we move on to the structural design for these buildings. For the hangar, we've implemented Volcraft 80 DLH-19 members to fulfill the load requirements for the roof. All columns on screen were designed with W12 by 190 steel and equal dimensions to the largest column bearing capacity in the system, as to simplify and expedite the construction process. Likewise, the beams were designed with W27 by 258 steel. And as for the headquarters, a system of two-way concrete slabs, reinforced concrete beams, and columns shall be used to help maintain the building's structural integrity. The slabs were designed with thicknesses of 6 inches for the first floor and 8 inches for the second. There are 2 different column sizes present in the design, 6 of which are 36 by 36 square inches, while the rest are all 24 by 24 square inches. Here is our hangar's foundation and footing overview. As you can see, we decided to go with 14 8x8 by 3 footers at a depth of 4 feet. The hangar footers call for 18 number 14 rebar with 11.5 inch grid spacing as shown in the figures on screen. For the headquarters, it was determined that 35 by 5 by 3 square footers were needed to support the column loads. The exterior walls will be supported by a 2 foot wide by 2 foot deep strip footer. All footers have steel reinforcement spaced throughout, the dimensions of which are also shown. This is a working EPA net simulation of the piping network for our proposed facilities. There are 48 fixtures total, and this includes toilets, sinks, urinals, showers, and drinking fountains, all of which have been tested to run above 25 psi. All bathrooms have been localized to one corner for efficiency's sake, with some minor additions here and there as needed. In this red box, we see all of the second-story fixtures, which are located directly above the office bathrooms. Moving on, this is our Stormwater Mitigation plan. Using equations found in the Capstone Design Engineering textbook, we were able to determine the total volume of stormwater runoff for our site. Roughly 2.9 million gallons of water has to be diverted from the site to one of 2 detention ponds. And so 10-inch pipes with a slope of 1/4 inch per foot shall be buried beneath the site as shown here in green. Here we have our working VISM model of the site and its surrounding arterials, South Washington Avenue, Columbia Boulevard, and Grissom Parkway. Speed and vehicle flow data gathered from REDIS and FDOT respectively has provided the NOVUS team with enough information to accurately project the rush hour traffic conditions that might be seen upon Space Perspective's grand opening. The orange arrows indicate vehicle movement, meaning this north intersection is entrance only, while this southern one is for entrance and egress. As you can see, level of service stays at B or better even during peak traffic hours, with queue lengths averaging less than 10 feet for each entrance point. Emissions and fuel consumption data has been gathered as well. And here is the ventilation duct layout for our proposed buildings. First, we have the first floor of the headquarters, the second floor, and here is the hangar. This is our proposed landscaping plan. We kept it simple by design, with only 3 types of plants total. About 116,000 square feet of Argentine Bahia sod to surround the facilities, silver buttonwood trees for each parking lot island, as well as some blanket flowers for the walkways in front of the headquarters. We at NOVUS Consulting are committed to a green design, and so we have followed the techniques and practices outlined in the LEED Manual version 4.1. I'm pleased to announce that we have cinched LEED Gold, with more than 60 points under our belt as shown in this LEED checklist for new construction. In conclusion, we at NOVUS Consulting believe that the future of humanity can exist among the stars. If the human race is to survive the threat of climate change, we must adapt to life in outer space as expediently as possible. To facilitate this effort, we have delivered Space Perspective with the facilities they need to fulfill their mission safely and effectively. NOVUS is confident that the completed project showcased today displays our continued commitment to a job well done. We would like to acknowledge the esteemed Mr. John Neff, Dr. Fred Bletcher, Dr. Daniel Miroff, Professor Muniz, as well as the clients themselves, Jane and Tabor, for their continued guidance, assistance, and for this unique opportunity to display our engineering prowess. And we would like to thank everyone watching for your time and consideration as well.